Hi everyone. I am Kageyama, an instructor.
I am Kojima, a technician.
In this video, we will introduce how to work on battery using visual index described in 4th generation service manual. This time, I will introduce how to read the manual of the battery area using the 4th generation service manual and the actual work based on the points shown. First, let's check the contents of the manual. This time, we will use CITI 2021 GN1.
Why do I need to check the manual first? I can work with the 12-volt battery without looking up the manual.
You should check it because the precautions before and during work differ depending on the vehicle. Select Visual Index first.
Why should I select Visual Index?
This is because you can find categories quickly by entering from the Visual Index. Select the 12-volt battery area. Here are the components of the 12-volt battery area. You can check the rough parts placement and removal and installation procedure with simple illustrations.
Can the parts in exploded view be seen for any vehicles?
You can see them for the models described with the 4th generation service manual. By doing this, even if you do not know the part name, you can check the part with a picture, so the work efficiency has improved considerably.
Certainly convenient.
Read how to remove and install from the placement of exploded view. Select the alphabet for each part to find out the detailed steps required. Also, if you scroll the screen, you will find notes for each necessary procedure, so please confirm it carefully.
Kageyama-san, what is this after installation?
You noticed it well. Here are some important points. After installation describes what you need to do after installing the parts. This time, special work is required after installing the 12-volt battery terminal. If such work is required, there is a star mark etc. next to the alphabet. This time, it is a star mark, so work called learning is required. Let's actually work along with checking the manual. When removing the battery terminal, first remove it from the negative terminal as described in the manual.
Why can't we remove it from the positive terminal?
When you remove the positive terminal first, if the tool may touches the body ground, it may spark caused by a short circuit.
Oh, I see. But I don't think it would be so dangerous.
Not only that, if flammable gas is accumulated in the surrounding area when a short circuit occurs, a fire may occur, so be careful.
That's dangerous. I will be careful when working.
Yes, please be careful. Also, be careful not to make a short circuit even after removing the negative terminal. This time, the terminal is covered with a rag not to touch the negative terminal. After removing the negative terminal, remove the positive terminal and cover, etc., then remove the battery. When removing the battery, be careful not to drop it.
Understood. We have to be careful not to damage the car body. Thank you, Kageyama-san.
Understand the contents carefully as there are also some notes when doing this work. Next, let's take a look at the actual battery installation procedure. I will give you a supplementary explanation for the important points in the installation procedure of the battery with the video. First of all, the procedure is basically the reverse of the removal procedure, so first install from the setting plate. At this time, the installation direction of the plate is also fixed, so install it according to the manual. Next, install the battery terminal, and apply some grease at that time.
Why?
This is to prevent problems due to poor contact caused by corrosion and oxidation. Then install the battery terminals, but make sure to install it from the positive terminal. The reason is to eliminate the possibility of a short circuit as described when removal.
There is also a procedure for installing it.
That's right. In addition, the terminal part also has the specified torque, so use a torque wrench to tighten it. If the terminals are not tightened, the terminals may gradually loosen due to the vibration of the vehicle. In the worst case, the engine may not start.
I see. Certainly that is important. Until now, I haven't been working on this really thinking about it, but from now on, I will be aware of the work procedure.
This time, it's a work after installation, so select installation and confirm the last procedure after installation 12-volt battery. When selected, the required work is described. Follow these procedures to work. Then you know that you need to do steering angle neutral position learning. Select steering angle neutral position learning. Work according to the procedure. This time, let's do learning using the HDS.
We can carry out learning with the HDS.
That's right. First, connect the HDS and start the engine. At this time, make sure that the indicator, which should normally turn off after starting the engine, is lit. Next, select ABS VSA from the HDS system selection menu. Then select All Sensor in the adjustment.
I see. We can do learnings by selecting this.
That's right. And then, follow the instructions to turn the ignition switch on and off. After turning on the ignition switch, make sure that the indicator turns off.
Understood. It's very easy and quick to finish the work.
For reference, I will also introduce a learning method without HDS. First, make sure that the indicator, which should normally turn off after starting the engine, is lit. Drive the vehicle straight at a speed of 15 km/h 10 mph for about 10 seconds. When the learning is completed, the indicator that was lit turns off.
What happens if I forget to do the steering angle neutral position learning?
If you forget to do it, the check lamp turns on, and some problems such as VSA becomes inoperative etc. occur, so be careful not to forget to do it. Honda sensing becomes inoperative or other problems might occur on some vehicles, so please be careful.
It's very important.
This time, I introduced how to read the manual of the battery area using the 4th generation service manual and the actual work based on the points shown. Using the visual index of 4th generation service manual, you can read the following points. From the visual index, you can link to and view the removal process for each part in the area. From the illustration, you can link to and view the removal process. You can link to and view information required after components are assembled. How was it?
I used to think that I should remember the work while working on the actual vehicle, but since the procedure is described in detail in the manual, such as the procedure changes for each vehicle, I understand that we must confirm it before work. I also understand that there is still important work to be done after installation.
That's right. The points to note vary from vehicle to vehicle, so make sure to see the manual before working on the actual vehicle, rather than starting to work on the actual vehicle first. Then everyone, see you next time.